Welcome back, Lorcana family, to another video here on my channel, Ren's Collectibles. And no, unfortunately, you did not read that title incorrectly. I believe Lorcana is cooked. I think that's a sentiment that's actually shared in a large majority across the community. I have been kind of watching everything, watching the community sentiment. I already put a video of my own sentiment out there based on, the world's announcements and all that. And just watching the Twitch stream from yesterday and kind of put things together and realize that I don't think Lorcana is going to get better. I know that's going to throw a lot of people off and it's going to make a lot of people angry, and that's fine. Lorcana has a very passionate fan base. And I say that because I've been part of the Pokemon and Magic the Gathering fan bases. I mean, I still am. But Lorcana definitely has the most passionate fans out of all of them, I would truly say. And there has been nothing short of just major disappointment coming from Ravensburger. And it's not even just from these most recent two announcements. I mean, it extends all the way to the beginning of the year. The lack of communication, the unpreparedness for pretty much everything in Season 1, like all of it. And that's all kind of culminating from the newest Twitch live stream that they did yesterday, trying to address community concerns and answer community questions. And to be fair, they did answer pretty much all the questions. They literally spoke up about most of the questions. Not all of them, but most of them. So, they got that going for them. Unfortunately, the answers were pretty much all the wrong answers. We're just going to say it like it is. Like, Ravensburger just cemented into history how much they just don't care about the game. And I say that, with a lot of passion, a lot of sassiness, a lot of emotions. But honestly, I think at the end of the day, that's still a fair assessment to say. I think that they don't care about the community as much as they should. They don't care about the game as much as they should, which is a really strange thing to say about a company that's literally built for a single game. But I ask, where's the proof otherwise? Like, where is it? What are they doing that is making people believe that they do actually care about the game and are wanting to actually improve it instead of sabotage it? Because I haven't seen it. A lot of people haven't seen it. I'm sharing harsh views and opinions on them right now. It is what it is. I'm sharing my thoughts and opinions. A lot of people are not so harsh, and that's great. A lot more, cordial for the community, but I'm just going to let my thoughts known here. And I have so many questions for Ravensburger that I truly don't think they could even answer them, because I don't think they know the answers to most of them. And that's the sad part, is that we've got a major company who I don't even feel like is in control of their own game. Like, I truly don't feel like they are even in control of what they can do here. Like, things are spiraling out of control so fast for them, they don't know what to do. We're going to go into... I found a good summary of last night's Twitch stream where they try to answer all the community questions and comments and all that. And this is from, it looks like Gary M. Burns Jr. on the Disney Lorcana TCG fans Facebook page. So he posted this right here. It says Lorecast info. And this is not everything, but this is like the meat and potatoes of it all. This is all the stuff that people were really, trying to get questions and answers on, or get answers to questions on. So it says Lorecast info. Infinity will start with no bans. Bucky remains errated. So that's a good thing. And then right into the gut punch again. No additional DLCs for Season 2. So already people were holding... like a small percentage of people, mind you, but some people were holding out hope that what the DLCs they did announce were just like the baseline, in that there was maybe going to be a couple more they could throw in, especially given the huge backlash from the community. Like, it's not even a backlash. Like, the whole community is basically revolting on Ravensburger. And they just straight up came out and said, hey, we're not doing any more DLCs for Season 2. There's no chance that any of them are going to be thrown in there. They did give some, like, reasons and excuses, in my opinion, on why, you know, there won't be any more. But I think they're all very poor reasons. I feel like it was very not thought out. And honestly, I felt watching everything like they were just like constantly slapping the community in the face. They screamed, without saying it, they screamed how much they did not care about the community. And that's my personal opinion. Maybe you guys disagree, and that's okay. We can disagree. It's fine. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about the actual Twitch stream and like your sentiments through it all, because maybe I'm just an extremely passionate person. I mean, I am a very extremely I'm very passionate about things that I enjoy. Lorcana being one of them. I have not seen a company or a group of people just straight up abandon their community as much as I've seen Ravensburger do this year. And it's mind-blowing. Let's continue on. Season 3 will start with next rotation, so the next year, about the August timeframe next year. There will be additional DLC events in 2026 as part of Season 3. So what they're saying is there will be more DLC events in 2026 for part of Season 3 than there were for Season 2 in 2025. That's basically what they're saying. Compared to Season 2, the remaining of this year, which I think we have like 2 or 3 events. I could be wrong. I know some of the China... I don't know if they've actually set dates for like the Chinese and Japanese ones. I don't think the Brazil ones have dates yet either. But I think for like the European and North American ones, there's like 3. Which is half of them. So that's already very poor. Like, you've already set the bar so low that, like, you could literally just add 1 to that and say you've met that expectation next year, and it's still going to be piss poor. I'm just throwing that out there. So, with the precedent that Ravensburger has set through all this, my expectations are pretty much non-existent. I almost expect them to do the worst possible thing and make the poorest decision possible for that. So that's where I'm at in all of this. I know there's a lot of people that are in that same boat too. Greg stated that Season 3 events will be more along what people were expecting. And I have to sit here and stop and be like, do you even know what people were expecting? We've literally just given a ton of backlash and community feedback, and I don't think they heard any of it. I literally don't think they listened to a single thing. They're saying it's going to be more along the lines of what people were expecting. Well, I don't trust that they even heard what we were saying to begin with, if I'm being honest. 2, you are anticipating and expecting, you are thinking that Season 3 is going to be just as big, if not bigger, than what the game is right now. And that is just laughable. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I truly, deep down, hope that I am wrong. But you are losing a ton of support through your players and your collectors right now. Like, your community is literally heading for the hills. They are running right now. And you think that Season 3 is going to be just as big or better than Season 2? I don't know if they've got some super amazing good things planned for Season 2 that's just going to blow the community away and just, like, rein everybody back in. Or if it's just grand delusion from Ravensburger's part. And honestly, I know the answer. I think we all know the answer is grand delusion. I don't know how they expect Season 3 to be what people were expecting for this season and see success. Like, you have to succeed through Season 2 to even get to Season 3. And right now, you've already tripped fallen, gotten back up, tripped, fallen again at the start of this race, like everybody else in the race is long gone. You guys are still trying to pick yourself up and dust the dirt off from the starting line. Like, what? And it gets better, people. It gets better. Season 2 events remain at the 2,048 player cap. That was the only string of hope that all of us had, was that these DLCs, 3 DLCs for Europe and 3 for North America, and the only thing that we truly were just grasping onto that last thread of hope for was a higher player cap, so that at least people could flood those events and get in. Boom. Slap in the face by Ravensburger. I would argue anybody at this point to just come tell me that Ravensburger truly cares about the community in game. Tell me how that is that's thinking about the community in the game. Tell me how this makes sense. You can't. You just can't. This does not make sense. You cannot sit here and tell me that they're doing what's best for the game and then go, no DLCs for Season 2. You get almost nothing anymore. Also, the player cap remains the same, so literally half the amount of people that were going to... We had 6 events in North America alone that all sold out. Not even just sold out. They sold out almost instantaneously, which screams there is so much more the community was wanting and needing. It's not even just a want, it was the need for more to be able to get into play. I mean, like, you didn't even learn from Season 1 that you had 6 events. They all sold out instantaneously. There is such a large demand from the players and the community alike, and we'll get into that in a second too, for these events. And you chopped it in half and then said we're not raising the player cap at all. You literally just told your 2 largest markets, without North America and without Europe, this game is gone. It does not exist. That's not even a thing up for debate. Like, it is the truth. Without North America and without Europe, there is no Lorcana. The player base does not exist. Like, you would not have world championships in DLCs and all these places. It would be another indie TCG that's starting up in one small localized group that doesn't expand and doesn't go anywhere and dies off in a couple years because there's no support. There's no players. You just cut everything in half and said, this is somehow better. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right. Additional push for people to attend third-party events and conventions. So now they're going, okay, well, we really royally screwed up. We just told our community how much we just didn't care about them. But hey, it's fine. You can go to third-party events, maybe some, and have, I don't know, possibly a chance to get to a DLC or to get to Worlds, or to have some kind of competitive edge. Well, that sounds promising, doesn't it? Like, third-party events to be given support for feeding into nationals. It's not even for World, it's for the nationals. So that's even worse. That is even worse. I'm sorry, this is mind-blowing that they think that this was somehow the answer to their problems. All they did was just kick the community while they were down on the ground even harder. Ravensburger, I really truly hope you watch this video and you just you go home asking yourself, what are you doing? Because we want to know, the community, we want to know, what are you doing? And I truly do not think at this point you know what you're doing. I don't. That is the community sentiment too. That is the large part of the community that feels that way. I know I'm just one person and I'm just making my voice loud and heard. But trust me when I say that there's a lot of community that stands behind what I am saying right now. He also put some edits in there. There are plans to try to have events between DLC and set champs to feed into nationals for Season 2. Hopefully discussed soon. This is knee-jerk reaction nonsense right here. And I'm just going to say it. I don't expect anything from that until you prove it. I don't. That is nothing but a jumble of words that has no meaning until you prove it. And what does that even mean? There are plans to have events between DLC and set champs to feed into nationals. Why not just have another DLC? Like, what? This is just mind-blowing. It's mind-blowingly bad. I've never seen a game just self-implode the way that Ravensburger is right now. It's just unbelievable. They know we want an online client. They see the want. They can't discuss it. It's because they're not doing it. They are literally... Okay, let me interpret this for everybody out there. They see that we want an online client and they can't discuss it. That means they have no plans on doing an online client. They just don't want to say it because they're already getting the crap kicked out of them by the community right now, and they don't want to make it worse for themselves. They're going to save that for a later date to reaffirm that there's no online client, so they get the crap kicked out of them after they can recover for a little bit from all this backlash. If they recover. Put that blanket out there, too. I mean, this Twitch stream just they dug their grave deeper. I don't know where and why and how they thought that doing all of this was going to be beneficial to put out there and was going to be good. Like, I don't know what they were thinking to sit there and be like, oh, the community is going to love this. This is going to be great. This is going to help ease their minds. This is going to be better for the game as a whole. None of that is better for the game at all. Like, none of it. Oh, boy. I am very fired up. I'm very passionate. I truly love Lorcana. I think Lorcana is cardboard gold. The game is fantastic. The cards are fantastic. The lore is fantastic. The company is just burning it to the ground. There's no other way to say it. They are... Like, at this point, I truly feel like Ravensburger is trying to sabotage the game on purpose. There's more reasoning to support that argument than there is to say, no, they're truly doing what they think is best for the game. And again, I would love for people to put counter arguments or whatever you feel down below in the comment section, because I would love to just see the other side. Like, I want nothing more than to see the green pastures that Ravensburger apparently is seeing. I want to see it. I have stopped pretty much going after Pokemon. I've stopped going after Magic the Gathering. Like, those games have some major issues on their own. And somehow they're still way better off than what Lorcana is. And, like, I put out a video at the beginning of the year saying 2025 could be Lorcana's year to just transcend above all the other games. Like, that's how strongly I believed in this game and believed in Ravensburger. And it's almost like they took that as a personal invite to prove me wrong. Like, look, I get it. People love to try to prove me wrong all the time, and I am wrong a lot. I'm not even going to argue that. I get some hot takes on here that get proven wrong, and I truly hope that I can review this video at the end of the year or at the end of season 2 and go, that was stupid. Those were some bad takes too. I really wish I can. I really don't think that's going to be the case, though. I don't believe it at all. I mean, we'll find out when we get there, but I don't think that's going to be the case even a little bit. Ravensburger just destroyed everything they had going for them. And to kind of just like further cement it and prove the point, I have been teaching my friends and family how to play Lorcana. Like, I've been so into the game that I have been trying to get my friends and family into it. I literally just taught the game to 2 new people yesterday, right before and during the Twitch live stream, which is, I didn't watch the Twitch live stream live. I had to watch the replay because I was teaching somebody to play Lorcana. And I had this grand delusion of, hey, I'm worried for nothing. Like, I'm just going to teach my friend to play this game. We're going to love it. We're going to have fun playing it. And then I'm going to watch the recap of this Twitch live stream and see that, like, I was worried for nothing. They answered all of our questions in the best way possible, and we're moving on with bigger and better things and more hope. And that just certainly was not the case even a little bit. It was so bad that even one of my buddies that I was sitting there, one of my best friends actually, was sitting there teaching him how to play the game, had some starter decks, and was showing him how to do everything. And he even showed him this, the new Palace Heist. Like, I bought this at Collecticon for a pretty penny because I thought, my God, I'm going to love teaching my kids to play this game with that so we can play together. My buddies are going to love that we can do a cooperative gameplay with Lorcana. It just seemed like such a good buy. And to be fair, my buddies, once they learned to play the game, they thought Lorcana was fantastic and had high hopes for the game, want to actually continue playing the game, want to play that Palace Heist with me, and like introduce it to our friend group where we get together and play games and stuff. Like, they want to rotate that in because it's such a fun thing. And he stopped himself because he saw all the sentiments being held by the community on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. They're seeing all the backlash that they're given, and they start looking into it, and then they go, "Is this true?" Yeah. Which part is probably true, but yeah, which part? Well, they basically just cut all their support in half everywhere, moving into season 2, and like the game is starting to tank, and yeah, that's all true. And even they had to sit there and be like, why are they sabotaging themselves like that? And I had to sit there and say, I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't know. And by the time I left, because we had plans to go to our local card shop and pick up some packs, and they wanted to get a trove and really get into it. By the time I left their house, they didn't want to buy anything. I don't even know if they want to continue playing. They might, we're still going to bring the Palace Heist to our play groups and just have some fun with it. But even he was like, I don't know that I even want to spend money into it because it doesn't seem like they're going to be around for long. Somebody who's not even into the game yet is sitting there going, this does not look good. I'm not going to put money into it. Because my money's going to be wasted. They're going to collapse and it's going to be wasted. And that just drives home. That drives home. The main point is like, Ravensburger, what are you doing? You need to grow. You need to solidify people in your largest fan bases to continue. You want to make money because that's all they truly care about at this point is the money they're making. That's all they're after is the money. I'm telling you that now. You can't make money if your community is collapsing and nobody's wanting to invest and play into the game. How in the world do you expect to go into Season 3 when your fan base is exploding? You're losing support from your players. You're losing support from collectors. You're losing support from game stores. And then you cut your biggest markets in half and say, this should be good. This should be good. This is enough. But yet you want to sit there and say Season 3 is going to be what people expected for this season. It's going to be bigger and better. How? You might not even have a community at that point. You might not even have a player base at that point. You're assuming you're going to cross that finish line bigger and better than ever, or even more rationally, at the same point you are where you are right now. And it's highly unlikely. The way you are going in your trajectory right now is going straight into the dirt. I honestly think that this game might not even see a Season 3, more than I do think that there's hope for Season 3. Like, it's so bad that people I'm playing the games with, and I'm trying to get new people to get into the game, and then they see what you guys are doing as a company and go, I'm not going to spend money on it because it's not going to be around long enough. Nobody has hope in you. Nobody has faith in you to do the right things. That's sad. That is truly sad. Game stores are dropping Lorcana like flies. We used to get set champs at my game store. We used to have pre-release events. We used to do trove battles, which is similar to the Elite Trainer Box battles for Pokemon. Used to have Monday casual nights and then Saturday competitive nights and have the Lorcana League. They've dropped all of it. We get a casual Monday every other week now. That's it. They won't. I don't know if it's they won't or if they can't get support from Ravensburger to do more, but it's probably a mixture of both, if I'm being completely honest. They're not making money off Lorcana. Why are they going to put more effort into it? But also, they had problems before because they had so much more demand than Ravensburger was giving them supply. And they never remedied that. They never fixed it. So players started going other places to play. And now that they have people that are still loyal and coming in to play the game, they're sitting there going, we're not making enough money off of it because Ravensburger basically abandoned everything. And they're doing this online, and it's just they're killing themselves and thinking that stores are going to like support them and lift them up and be their money-making savior, and that's not the case at all. Like, what kind of grand delusion do you have to believe that you are going to succeed while self-imploding yourself? You are sabotaging and killing your own game thinking that you are going to succeed. And I've never seen anything like it. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. I think it's the end of my rant. I know people don't really want to have all the negativity and all the other stuff, but honestly, I'm mad. I'm pissed off as a fan of Lorcana because this game is so good. You have something so truly good, and you're not doing anything with it. You are destroying it. And I just don't know how you got to this point. You started off so good. You started off so good. And you just chose to destroy it. And I can't understand why, and I can't get behind it. Honestly, like, I don't even want to try to get into the DLC. I know I'm not going to. That's the sad part. Like, I don't even want to try. Somebody as passionate about the game as I am doesn't even want to try. Like, I don't want to make the effort to go to other game stores now and start playing in competitive leagues. Because what's the point? I'm not going to get an invite to Worlds. I'm not going to get to go to the DLCs. I'm not going to get to go to, the North America Continental. What's the point? There's no point in me trying to play competitively and spend money on the cards to try to do all that. And that's got to be a huge red flag for Ravensburger. Not because it's for me personally, but there's thousands of people like me that are not going to spend as much money anymore on Lorcana. And we're going to stop collecting Lorcana and going to stop playing Lorcana. Game stores are starting to drop it. Support is dying fast. And all they said was, Season 3 will be better. You guys will get over it. At this rate, you're not even going to see a Season 3. I'm going to be genuinely surprised if they continue on the way they're going right now, if we even get Season 3. This game will be dead in the water before then. Like, that's how bad it is right now. And I think Ravensburger needs to seriously sit and self-reflect on the choices they're making and question whether they actually think they can be here for a Season 3. Because I don't think they can be. I don't think they will be. And if Season 3 is just as bad or worse as what Season 2 is already starting off, the game will die. it will be over for Lorcana. Like, they would be pouring money into a broken car with no engine. It still won't go anywhere. So that's all I got. Sorry about the long rant. I know it's not what people want to hear. It's not what I want to hear. It's the reality of the situation, though, so I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts and comments below. Hopefully I can have some better news next week on Lorcana. I don't know. My expectations are sitting at nothing pretty much anymore, so you guys have a great day. Happy 4th of July also to all my Americans. This is, a good day for us, but also bad for the Lorcana community, so I mean, I don't know. But we'll see you guys in another video.